silly like. People paying too much for Atari Landfill cards.
Okay, yeah, this is...
So
I expected people to pay money for this, but Jesus Christ.
I'm going to say something right now, okay? They said that there are still 800 to about 1,200 more to go up on eBay.
Okay.
So why pay $250 now when you can probably get the ass end for like $50?
Let's back up here. So Alamogordo, they did the landfill for the Atari carts. They dug up a small portion of them. Now keep in mind, we'll come back to that. A small portion of them.
Yes.
Documentary for Xbox. I saw it at Comic-Con with James. I did a review of it. Blah 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 blah. Howard Scott Warshaw, cool guy. So they want to make money. The town. Yeah,
that's cool.
They own it. It's their property. So they put these up on eBay about a week ago. They just ended. Most of them ended today or yesterday. Mm-hmm. These are all complete in box, crushed box, and loose carts. Looks like Centipede. Looks like you have obviously ET carts. Some are still in plastic. I think Missile Command. So they put up Phoenix carts, and what's cool about them is that they are individually numbered. There is a certificate of authenticity. I have not examined it closely.
They put up Phoenix cards?
Yeah, I just saw one here. There's a Sword Quest one.
Oh, I'd actually get a Phoenix card.
You would on a landfill? You're part of the problem. So here's the thing, though.
Not for not for that money.
They went. The loose ones went for like maybe $100 to, if you want to, Defender $220 for a boxed one. The ET ones at least $1,000, up to like $1,400 and $1,500 for a destroyed ET cartridge from the landfill.
You're paying for garbage.
Here, it's literally garbage. But here's the problem. Here's the big problem. Now I know people. These are a lot of people that are probably like quasi celebrities or people that are celebrities that found out about this. I don't want to drop the money on this. Me personally, I have very little interest in this.
No, neither do I. I mean,
I would maybe spend like $40 on one. That's like sort of like my sort of where I'm at to what I think these are valued at.
I like Phoenix as a game. If I could get one for $25,
you'd want one just because.
But I'm not paying over.
You're not paying hundreds of dollars. Actually, the loose ET ones went for like $700, just the loose ones.
That's fucking dumb.
Here's the weird thing about this. First of all, you said there's more of these that they can sell.
No, they have already stated there's like 800 to another 1,200 that they're going to put up.
So the price is going to drop precipitously.
Yeah.
Unless you had to be the first person to get it. So let's just say the first batch ET loose goes for $700. Second batch maybe they go for $400. Third batch maybe they go for $200. There's going to be diminishing sort of returns for. There's only a certain amount of people with any collectible that are willing to spend top dollar for something until you run out of those people.
Yeah.
That you run out of people that are willing to spend $1,000 on an ET landfill cart. At that point, then the value comes down, which means either you should have waited or not have gotten so hyped about it to begin with. What's to keep Alamogordo to go back and say, "Wow, this is a cash cow"? What if we go dig up 20,000 more of these and do the same exact thing next year?
Sure.
Then all of a sudden, you think your ET cart that you spent $1,500 on, yeah, it's limited now. Now there's 500 of them instead of only a couple of dozen. Now what? Not saying that it's bad to go out and buy these things, but I wonder if people are thinking about this aspect of it.
No.
That these are not limited. There's a ton of these. They only dig up a very small amount of these to begin with. Of course, I don't know the cost of them to go back and get the permits and redig them up. But now the town knows it. I don't think the town expected them to sell a cart for $1,500 for one cart.
I didn't expect. I figured this was stuff that was going to go for $120 to $200
a few $100 for an ET cart, complete box smashed up. Yeah. That seems reasonable.
That's honestly
$1,500. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Shit. That's all I can say.
Fuck.
So I wish I had them. So here's the other bad thing about this. I didn't look up a lot of the bids. I didn't see if these are scalpers. God forbid if you're a reseller of these. Whatever. That's just really bad. But I'm really, really in my heart of hearts hoping that these are embossed certificates. That these are not easily counterfeited.
Right, forgeable.
Because then what's to keep someone from smashing up some ET carts that are worth $5 each or $2, throw them in the dirt for a couple days, and then print up their own sheets? You know what I mean? Like, this is weird stuff now.
And the thing is,
these are garbage carts that are worth thousands of dollars.
There's too many of them for people, I think, to all collectively get together like you do with a true collectible like a World Championships cart and make a database of numbers.
No, you need to contact the town.
Yeah, so no one is going to necessarily know if a counterfeit comes up. Hopefully it's not an issue. Hopefully it is a hard to counterfeit certificate. Yeah. Hopefully we get to see close up. I'm sure you can probably now. But
there is a certificate of authenticity where it looks like they're signed, but they could I mean, all it takes is one person to buy one of these certificates and then scan it and then redo their own. There is a seal on it, but anything can be counterfeited. They counterfeit $30,000 Neo Geo cards, for God's sake. They can do a piece of paper. And the other certificate looks like there is a metal embossing on it. These can be counterfeited, though. You can counterfeit these. You know, this is not going to be a problem. I'm saying if you're industrious enough to do it, you will do this. But again, that's not even the issue. The issue is there are tons of more of these underground still.
But I have a feeling that by the end of this run, by the time they finish with what they have, it's not going to be worth it to counterfeit them.
It's going to just drop more and more.
It's just going to drop more.
They're going to drop to like $100, $200 cards.
Yeah. I mean, counterfeiters are stupid. They are. But I think that if it drops below a certain amount, or if Alamogordo makes any noise about possibly digging up more, counterfeiters are going to realize it's not worth their time.
Sure. But I'm also just still worried about one person doing it. You know, it's just, there's shitty people out there.
Yeah, I mean, even just one in the marketplace.
Buyer beware, though. It's your responsibility.
Yeah, fuck off.